this newer generation of smashers don't have the best names. But I like John Pork.
It's been a minute since I've been on the mic for one of these things. I was, as far as content goes, y'all know me. I'm a big NASB 2 enthusiast, top player, and commentator for that game now. So what I was going to do is I was going to make a tier list of the Jersey Smash tier list of who they would main in NASB 2 if they were to play it. I didn't recognize half of them. Like the new blood, I didn't recognize a lot of them. And I will admit, these are two players I'm not too familiar with, but we got John Pork out here rocking the K-Rool. Pretty appropriate for a tag like that to be playing somebody like K-Rool, I would say. Going up against Kusidream, much more meta-relevant character in the Roy.
Right. And now, I've seen John Pork's name come out a lot of times, not only in Fusions, but he's a grinder. He definitely goes out to a lot of events. It doesn't matter if he goes 0-2, 1-2, 2-2. He's out here to play, and he's out here to make a statement with that first stock.
It's going up against Kusidream, too. I mean, I've never seen Kusidream before, but I see those letters before his name right there. That's MBS. That's pretty much one of the most stacked crews in the country at this point, hosting some pretty incredible players of the likes of Syrup, just to name one person that gets bred from there, as well as I believe Zamba and Justin Byleth. They're both MBS?
Yeah,
right?
they both are.
Yeah.
But the good thing about this is that with fresh faces such as Kusi, such as John Pork, you're going to see some different style of gameplay coming out. And right now, I mean, you're seeing John Pork swinging for the fences. That's usually something you'll see Roy, of all characters, start doing. And although you see Kusidream swinging for the fences, he hasn't really been able to get anything going up, but a quick 53 to try to bring this back to his to an even playfield.
These two are right next to each other in terms of seeds, so I'm not too surprised to see them both swinging for the fences right now. But you got to be careful swinging for the fences against K-Rool like that. Dude. No, he actually had it right there in the up smash. That bait worked completely. He just hesitated on the up smash a little bit there. The roll read was there and complete, but unfortunately just a lack of committing way more to the taunts as opposed to the actual damage output. Looking like that back air is going to eat the stock for it instead. John Pork maybe eating a little too much of his hubris instead of the pork.
Oh man, yeah, it's not a way that you want to go out, especially like you said, he had the read, he had the call out right there. He could have just up smashed and finished it, but instead we're seeing a taunt to get bodied. It took a little bit of time for it to happen, but Kusi making a statement game one.
I don't think he has to dream at all anymore. He's living the dream. Living the dream right now. Down to the depths goes John Pork, out to the slaughterhouse. We're going to take a look at this one right here. Go with the up throw. Drops back through after getting hit by the crown. No, this is the back air after the stock. My mistake. I thought that was the scenario where he taunted. My mistake. We'll just take a look at this instead. Gets K-Rool, big body, easy to spike, exactly where you want him. I love that up air read. He could have held back and just go for a forward smash right there. It would have been way more committal, wouldn't have killed. He decided to go for a less committal option that was not only safer, but more effective as well, because he would be able to get a bigger confirmation off of it. Very good stuff.
Stuff like that with Roy, of all characters, is always nice to see, just because Roy is known to just have a really big sour spot. So, like, just being aware, having that reaction time, just being prepared for stuff like that, I mean, you'll have to see it. And Kusidream, going to start off with a quick 36, trying to continue on the pressure in the corner, and he seems to be doing a good job. Is he going to go off stage? No. I would like to see counter be more of a gameplay from both of these guys. They both have counters they can use against each other if they're going to be swinging.
I will agree with that for sure, as well as both of their recoveries are pretty exploitable when it comes to counters, but I want to say that Roy's is a little bit worse, especially with the way that King K-Rool's counter works, especially how it can turn directions easily while it does it, because K-Rool's recovery is absolutely better than Roy's. So if Roy misses that counter, it's going to spell disaster off the level. But it's depending on how much he's going to be able to get him off there in the first place, as that back air takes the stock. Here on Smashville, which I want to say is a good pick for King K-Rool, but it's not going to matter with that less space that I feel like K-Rool would like to overwhelm a no projectile character like Roy with.
Right.
It's not going to matter if he's not going to be able to land on the level, and Roy is definitely capable of letting you not play the game. Is that up smash? Still not taking it, Gabe.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, these two are powerhouses. They are strong characters that can really do a lot of knockback. You see right now, Kusi just continuously putting John Pork at the corner. Not a position where John Pork wants to be in, and if he's going to be in the corner, I mean, like you mentioned before, start using that armor to your advantage. Crown toss, the nair, anything and everything will work, and right now John Pork will put himself on the board. But with 103 of extra credit already dealt, this is not a good predicament right now for John Pork.
I don't like the F-Smash decision there either. The percentage was, quite frankly, way too low to be able to get anything significant off of it. Obviously, it's way too low. It's not going to kill, of course. He's at 10%. Would he have been able to combo off of that necessarily? I don't really know. I mean, I thought for sure there would have been an up tilt or something to try to get something started, especially with maybe a tech chase read off of the platform. But nothing doing, as there is no crown on this K-Rool to secure the way back. The shield damage is absurd, but there's the crown. Going to pick that up, Z-drop right in between. You're going to want to hold that for a little bit longer, but he's going to spawn with it anyway. Just racing from the hands.
Yeah, right now, I mean, good usage of Nair. Gonna get the hit with the cannonball, the double shot right there. And then the header up air coming out to seal the stock. And now we have an even game. But like I said, I mean, Roy, not only does he pack a punch, he does have a pretty strong combo game as well. And when you're going against a super heavy with the size that is K. Rool, I mean, you're going to be racking up damage pretty easily.
Yeah, you're going to really need to rely on like some of those sort of like gimmicky 0 to deaths or just your raw kill power, because King K. Rool is, I believe, the second heaviest character in the game. And with a lot of other characters, you know, that damage is going to be really negated by that fact. And right now, we were just seeing really, really good discipline on the part of Kusidream, because a lot of K. Rool players love to take their opponents to Smashville, especially when they don't have projectiles, because of just its very like small layout, trying to overwhelm them with the crown, which has super armor, of course, so you can't exactly rush him down when he does that. We see Kusidream just hanging back for a second, going right back to the platform, waiting for that armor to wear off, and then just rushing him down with a superior speed, catching him off the air as well. That was very, very good. And John Pork, seemingly not happy about that, looking like he might switch to eating some alligators instead, or crocodiles, or whatever, whichever one K. Rool is. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's a croc, but the only thing he thinks was a croc was that match. He was not happy about it. Can we get an instant replay of him throwing his hands up? He got tight.
No. I mean, and with good reason. I feel like he was, we went back a little too far there.
Yeah. Back to the future.
But it didn't seem like John Pork was playing bad that game one. It was definitely the trigger of the taunt that definitely causing him that game one, because you know, you get a little overconfident and then you just forget to pull the trigger sometimes. Then you lose that confidence pretty easily, and stuff like that is what led Kusidream to kind of run away with it. But then that game two, it seemed like slowly but surely John Pork started to get back in the game. A little too many raw smash attacks that he was throwing out with, like F smash and down smash a few times too. But nonetheless, I mean, props to Kusidream for such an amazing clip right there.
Yeah, that was great. Loving that a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can taunt cancel kind of fast in this game, especially compared to other Smash ones. And King K. Rool does have the super armor, and he had the read on that platform as well. Just, I don't know. It's like he labbed out the taunt part of the combo, but not exactly the tech chase part, you know, the part that actually kills the opponent, which is very unfortunate. All things considered, though, K. Rool is not one of the game's better characters, and he did a really, really good job keeping that really, really close at the very least. Even last game, he brought down the last stock, as you're going to see right here. But unfortunately, he just got stuffed out at the top. Wasn't able to do a little mix there. I thought he was going to, like, drift in and then drift back towards the ledge to try to mix him up right there, because the ledge would have been way safer. But he landed right on the platform above Roy. And I haven't played Smash in a long time, but I'm pretty sure that's a bad spot to be in, right?
One thing is that I feel like when the game doesn't let you play, you know, the things don't go your way, you just start panicking. And I feel like, you know, you're right. K. Rool could have drifted towards the ledge or play around with trying to, like, Fandango and go around Roy. But once you mess up, once you lose sight of what you wanted to happen, you enter this state of panic, like, oh my God, what do I do? How do I not get punished? And usually if the other player's prepared, then they'll get to punish with the optimal up smash, as we saw there.
And it's easy with how hard a character like K. Rool gets overwhelmed, too. You know what I mean? Like, hey, being able to have the discipline to play a character like King K. Rool is, you have to know how to literally and metaphorically roll with the punches.
Right.
If that makes any sense. Your character is going to get bodied up close. Your character is going to get touched once, might take borderline 100 against some certain types of characters. Roy is one of those characters that can keep a big body like him at disadvantage forever. How are you going to play around that and just know where to pick and choose your moments better to really adapt with that super armor and just try to, like, really keep a cool head, not getting overwhelmed? I can never play a character like K. Rool.
Right.
After I get touched that hard and get bodied that hard,
There's better ways to say it, but I get what you mean.